Hello everyone. Welcome to the new series of ARUP GS. I am ARUP and today we are going to discuss an important topic which is India versus Bharat. India could officially be renamed Bharat by the Narendra Modi government according to recent reports that have been fueled by invites for the G20 summit that asked people to join the president of Bharat for dinner. In recent years, the Modi administration has steadily chipped away at the legacies of former governments and leaders, changing names of official landmarks and buildings of national importance, while the Prime Minister says India has left behind former rulers written in a move to break away from the country's colonial past. What is India officially called? The official name for the country is mentioned in the Indian Constitution as India, that is Bharat, that shall be a union of states. The Indian Constitution was written and made public in 1951 and the issue had been heavily debated after India gained independence as well in 1947. Nehru, also a historian, had said in his book Discovery of India, "Often as I wandered from meeting to meeting, I spoke to my audience of this India, of ours, of Hindustan and Bharat, the old Sanskrit name derived from the mythical founders of the race." He had mentioned the three most popular names Hindustan, India and Bharat, with their own roots, geographical and historical relevance to the country. All the official documents for the country in English carry the name India. When referring to the Republic, its ministers, domestic and foreign correspondents, and describe government figures as Indian leaders. Valid identity cards like passport and voting cards use the term India as the official marker of citizenship. But document published in Hindi, which alongside English is one of India's 22 official languages, say Bharat instead of India. Where do the names India and Bharat come from? The earliest record used to identify the countries reveal that uses of Bharat, Bharata or Bharatvarsha. This commonly used term have found a place in the constitution alongside India. Bharat, a Sanskrit name for the country, comes from ancient Puranic literature and also from one of the two major epics of India, the Mahabharata, in which Indians are believed to be the descendants of King Bharat, a mythical figure Hindus claim had started the Indian race. Many historians believe it dates back to early Hindu texts. The word also means India in Hindi. The name India traces its origin to the river Indus, and closely related words have been used to refer to the subcontinent as a whole for many centuries. Dating back to the ancient Greek historians, the English from India gained greater relevance when the country was ruled by the British from the late 18th century onwards and was prominently used in historical maps. After gaining freedom, the country's new leaders did not do away with the uses, but incorporated it in official documents. Who is calling for Bharat to be used? After centuries of the countries being known as India both inside and outside its borders, the Modi administration is reported to be pushing for the name change. Right-wing political leaders from Mr. Modi's BJP insist India was introduced by British colonialists, is a symbol of slavery, and argue that a name change is an effort to reclaim India's Hindu past. Several of Mr. Modi's ministers have dropped India from the social media bios and replaced it with Bharat in the past few weeks. A number of officials in Mr. Modi's party have openly called for the country to be referred to only as Bharat without explaining how official documents, prominent national buildings, hospitals, colleges and universities using India in their name will be renamed. Several right-wing leaders of the ruling party cheered on the possible use of Bharat as the only official name for the country on Tuesday, after photos widely shared across social media showed an official invite for India's G20 summit asking foreign dignitaries to join the president of Bharat with no mention of India on the card. Recent media reports about a special session of the Indian Parliament, coupled with the photo of the invite, have also sparked rumors that BJP is planning to use the rare session to announce its intention to officially rename the country. But this also comes just weeks after the country's opposition leaders formed an alliance bloc called India, short for Indian National Development Inclusive Alliance, in a bid to remove Mr. Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party from power in election next year. So I hope you like this lecture. If you have any queries related to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.